Hello.
Welcome.
Are you going to interrupt me?
The program. Well, I was just going to say the program we're using is being weird. I'm going to open this Velcro.
That might get not
ASMR
in there. Oh my god.
Here's the new mics today. See how this goes.
Yeah. They're good mics.
Yeah.
They are what does it say on the back here? Does it even say anything? No, it doesn't.
No.
Because I think I got the blackout version.
Yeah.
They're podcasting mics.
I'm reading your 3-page document that you got about dress down days.
Yeah. Look at the calendar. It's hilarious. I mean, it's not really hilarious.
Are these the only dates you're allowed to dress down?
No. Those are if you pay $75, you get to dress down every Friday of the entire school year.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also get 5 to use anytime you want, but who's checking?
Right.
But look at the last 3 months of that calendar.
June, July, and August.
Yeah, and they're all just like all grayed out. Silly. It is. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of. Oh, that's June, July, and August. Never mind.
So we did a thing.
Yes.
Maybe it was like, I don't remember if it was like right before. It might have been the 2019-2020 school year.
Yeah.
Where you could pay $60 and get the whole year every Friday, right?
Yeah, we did.
Instead of doing like $5. It's basically what you're doing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then, pandemic times, we were able to just dress down or whatever because we didn't have kids sometimes and whatever. Yeah. And also things are stressful enough. Why not just be able to dress down?
Yeah.
So then, I don't remember what happened in the intervening years, but then last year, they sent a thing out that was like, for $150,
you can dress down.
You can dress down every Friday. That was the thing.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. Now, if you do the math on like 40 weeks of school times $5,
yeah,
you're paying how much?
I wasn't going to do the math. But here, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You'd be
6,
paying
7,
more than
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 35 days.
35.
That's on this calendar.
Yeah.
35 dress down days.
Yeah.
So you're going to do the math. You should have talked while I was counting because
you were counting out loud. It was funny. So $175 would be.
That's so much. That's $100.
Well, that's if you paid like $5 every week, which is the thing.
Yeah.
Which, first of all, like I get the money goes towards like good things, but like we shouldn't have to pay to dress down.
Okay.
It's kind of silly.
Okay.
Or it should be less or whatever. Or you should just be able to pay a flat fee like you guys are doing and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they sent this thing out last year. They're like $150. You can do the whole year. And we were all like, that is a big boost from the 60 that it was like just a couple of years ago or whatever.
Ours was 60 last year and it's 75 this year.
Yeah.
But what it is it's like they tell you where your money's going.
Yeah.
It's because it's actually split between 2 different things. Mm-hmm. So we have like the Panther Perk, which you guys have. What is it called over there?
Piketown Perk.
Yeah.
Coffee shop thing?
Yeah, the coffee shop thing. So it's like, you get to dress down on Fridays. We'll have coffees every other Friday. So half of the money, not half, I don't think it's half the money. It actually says in that packet. This is really riveting material, by the way.
Yeah.
So some of the money goes to them, and then there's PBIS. Some of the money goes there, and then also we have the Sunshine Foundation.
Sunshine, yeah.
And that's like if somebody births, deaths, pretty much that births and deaths.
Yeah,
and
just like teacher event. Hey, we got donuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So ours was, so they said 150 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And we were all like, that's a huge hike. And that's a lot. Like to just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then, and I noticed your thing has about that paraprofessionals and secretaries can do a reduced rate.
Yes.
Which is nice. Because they don't get paid enough.
Yeah. It's like $150. I only get paid $20.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what happened.
Yeah.
One of the paras, now she replied all, so we all saw this email, but she asked, she was like, can we pay in installments? Which like it's funny but sad and like what like it's one of those like you're laughing not because it's hilarious but like because you're like it's absurd.
Yeah.
And then we were all like, first of all, they shouldn't have to pay a darn thing because they don't get paid enough and they deal with a lot and whatever. Or at the very least they should get a reduced rate and whatever. But we were all kind of like that. And even I was kind of like, can I pay you like $50 every couple weeks? Like every time I get paid, like I don't want to just drop, $150 that I wasn't planning on spending so I can wear jeans. you know, feel
guess I'm not wearing jeans this year.
Yeah. Well, it just, and then they're like, or you can do $5. So then they sent a thing last week for us. It was like just $5 every week, whenever you do it, if you want to do it. Like, okay, sure.
Okay.
I'd rather just give a smaller chunk like this, $60, $75 or whatever to the whole year and just be done with it.
Yeah. You should come work here. Actually, you shouldn't come work here because then there's no job for you and I don't want to miss anyone. I mean, I want to work with you.
No, I got you.
But I don't want you to take anyone away.
Yeah. When we secede and make our art school.
No, because then we wouldn't get paid enough.
We've joked about in our end of the building, we were talking about like the way our buildings are set up, but the way my end of the building is set up is it's tech ed, it's FCS,
it's all the electives,
it's art, yeah. So speaking of elective, we've also joked that like German and Latin should be in our end of the building,
yes,
because like they're oddballs, and and then also we were like, what if we just like brick off the stairs that lead up to our end of the building? We'll just like secede, be our own thing.
Got a question for you. This is a dumb question.
Okay.
All right. So you're talking about like blocking off, right? It's like we're gonna build a wall.
Which I understand you're a fan of. Is that
no?
You were talking off air about
you're
a big fan of building a wall.
Yes, between academics and essentials. You just bring a brick every day. And then just place it there and see how many bricks you can get stacked up before admin comes down and be like, what are you doing?
Who's putting bricks in the hallway?
They got cameras.
Yeah.
All right. So we're here to talk about crap and about poop. We were talking about movies. I don't think I actually saw a movie since the last time we talked. I might go see Beetlejuice today.
Okay.
Do you think they're going to make a third one and call it Beetlejuice?
Oh, there he is. Hey.
I did. Speaking of that, it had to have been a Robot Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And then this girl is like, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. And she appears.
Yeah.
This joke can be offensive to some people, by the way. And then she's like, oh, let's bring Candyman. And then he's like, oh, we got to bring Beetlejuice. And Beetlejuice shows up and he's like, God. But no one shows up. It's like, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, but like it'd be cool if they did a third one and they call it Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Beetlegeist.
Beetlejuice.
They just spell it that way. It's the third one is just called Beetlegeist.
Yeah.
I learned that the reason, some of it, like the reasons they didn't do things, like first off, the reason they didn't make a sequel earlier, it's like, it's been like, how many years? It's been a while.
30 more?
Probably more than 30 years.
Yeah.
Since it came out, and you're just like, why didn't you do a new one? Since then, it was a hit. It's like, it's also the time where like they didn't do anything.
Well, and they did a cartoon.
They did. That was like, a weird one.
Yeah.
I want to watch it, but
I mean, I watched it as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Because it's not like a kid's movie.
It's not.
I mean, now it's more tame compared to some things, but yeah.
So, what is it? So the father,
bad dude in real life,
and that's why they didn't.
He's also the principal from
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
So he didn't get invited back.
Apparently, they address why he's not there.
Yeah. Is it his funeral?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
I haven't seen it yet, obviously. But I thought it was his funeral, or maybe it's actually like Jenna Ortega's dad's funeral.
I don't know, man. I know nothing about this movie.
Yeah, but then also like, why is Gina Davis and
Alec Baldwin not there?
Yeah, and Gina's. Somebody asked her, it's like, why are you guys not? And it's like, because ghosts don't age. But that's also brought up. They found a loophole.
Okay.
And they were able to like go to the other side.
Okay.
Or whatever. So those are like why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? It's like, well, we don't want other people. But the sequel, why is there not a sequel earlier? Is he's like, I wasn't there's not a good story.
Sure.
To do that. And now he's like, it's like, 3 generation of women, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I don't really know exactly what because I haven't watched it yet. We'll find out maybe in 2 weeks.
Monica Bellucci's in it.
Yes. Yeah.
That's his wife now.
Yeah. So. And he puts all his his partners in his movies.
Yeah.
Is wife or just
I don't know.
dating? I don't think he actually is married to anyone.
I don't know.
Ooh,
It was Helena Bonham Carter for a while, and now it's Monica Bellucci.
Yeah. All right. So I think this is a joke. I don't know if it's factual.
Michael Keaton changed his name.
Well, yeah, he did. It's now Michael Keaton Douglas because Michael Douglas is his real name.
Oh, okay. Oh, I did know that,
Yeah.
actually.
So Michael Keaton's real name, Michael Douglas, but there was already a Michael Douglas, and so
Yeah.
he had to come up with a new name as his professional name, which I understand,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
There's a one guy, I don't know what his name is, but I think he just like went down through IMDb. He's like, well, what's my professional name going to be? And he went down through, he searched his name into IMDb, and there were 12 before him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, all right, I'll just be like this person, the 13th. And that was it. And that's his professional name.
That's silly.
It is, but it makes sense. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm still using my real name. I'm just like the 13th now.
Yeah.
Do you know Eric Andre?
Yes.
Okay. What do you know of him?
The Let Me In meme
Okay.
that I send you when you don't come and answer the door.
Let
me in.
Okay. So I was watching a TikTok, and it was just like scrolling through, because that's what you do on TikTok. You just scroll
Not me, because
through.
I don't have TikTok.
I know. You're a smart one. I don't know what it was talking about, because I think it was one of those ones where it was like you're watching two things at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
But it was talking about how Eric Andre was in Power Man 5000, which I'm just like, what? So I searched it, and like in past members on Power Man 5000's Wikipedia, it does have Eric Andre
Mm-hmm.
in there. But then you scroll down to like band members and when he was in the band,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing. What year were you born?
83.
83. He is your age.
Mm-hmm.
And it was talking about in 2000, they were supposed to play MTV. How
Okay.
old were you in 2000?
17.
I don't think it's true, because he would have been 17.
Yeah.
And then it went on to where he would hang out with like some guy from MTV, Gideon Yago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, and he went to hang out with Gideon Yago, and Gideon Yago used to party. So it's kind of like a behind the music, but I'm like, he wasn't in the band, so I don't believe this. So if you at home can give me information, not the internet,
I'm just going to Google.
Yeah, it's
Was
probably a joke. So yeah, we're here to talk about two tunes.
It comes up, the first thing.
Yeah.
Was Eric Andre in Power Man 5000? Was Eric Andre in Archer? Was Eric Andre on SNL? Those are like the top search results.
Yeah. Power Man 5000 is what's his name? Rob Zombie. It's his younger brother's band.
There's only one video. It's like a YouTube thing.
Yeah, and I think it's probably the same video that I'm referring to. I think it's a joke, because he would have been 17.
Yeah, it just popped up one day ago also.
There you go. It's totally fake. All right, so we're talking about two tunes.
Yes.
This is a good one. So my band.
Duran Duran.
Are you hungry?
Is that right?
Yes, it's Duran Duran.
Duran Duran.
Imagine if there was a band called Duran Duran, and it was spelled the same though. No, it's Duran Duran. You may know them from such hits as "Hungry Like a Wolf."
Notorious.
Is that really them?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And I only know that song from, I think Biggie sampled it, but also
He did.
I know it from Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the name of the movie, but I'm like, as I'm thinking, you're thinking.
And anytime somebody says the word notorious in my brain, and sometimes out loud, I go, notorious.
Yep.
And even things that kind of like fit that same, like, what's the word? Not rhyme scheme, but like, what's the word? Like when things like have the same kind of like syllabic emphasis and stuff.
That I don't know.
You know, and you can kind of like sing it.
Mm-hmm. Things that, I understand.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
There's a word for it. I don't know.
There's a word for everything. You don't have
Yeah.
to put very in front of things.
Yeah.
There's a word for it.
Yeah.
It means that.
But even sometimes when people say like a thing, then it's like close to that, I'll sing it. like that in my head. Also,
Yes.
you would have appreciated, I guess I could send them to you, but my friend Sarah sent me, was it 5 TikToks all in a row or 6 TikToks?
Okay.
And it was all, I posted one of them to my Instagram story, but it was people doing, it was somebody doing hot to go, but they would spell different things.
Hot dogs? Oh, yeah.
Well, no, they didn't do hot dogs, but it was like boat. One of them was like boat.
Yeah. B-O-A-T.
And then
honk, honk, honk.
yeah.
B-O-A-T.
There was one that was like toad. And it was, and he was like, like how Toad screams or whatever. And then the one I think I posted was the goat one.
G-O-A-T.
It was the screaming goats. It's the same screaming goats that they use in the Taylor Swift Trouble remix thing. Yeah. But yeah, I thought you would.
I did. That's funny.
Those.
I appreciate those. Thank you for. And I understand them. I saw a boat one.
And then there was one that was like got to go, like I gotta go, and then it just because it just shows like the what is it like the logic or whatever like thing going across.
Yeah, the DAW.
And the DAW, and it's like got to go. And then it does it for like, I don't know, 12 seconds of the music. Yeah. And then it just keeps scrolling for like another 30 seconds through the DAW, and there's just nothing there because it's like, no, they had to go. Like they got to go. Yeah.
There's one that I was gonna send you today, and it's this.
Oh, have you listened to that album yet?
Which
the Chapel Roan album?
No,
it's really good. I keep going back to it.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I just figured out that this is not Chapel Roan. This is Sabrina Carpenter. That she was in Girl Meets World.
Oh yeah, wasn't she on Disney Channel too?
Yeah. And basically, the thing was like Sabrina Carpenter's internet is coming back to haunt her, and like things that she said in movies and TV shows that are just like, yeah, that wasn't cool. It's like, yeah, but they didn't write it; they just said it. The character said it.
Yeah,
like kind of racist things and kind of not like extreme racism, but just like
things culturally insensitive, racially insensitive things.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, there was this girl, and it was talking about the thong song, but she was singing like it. I think it was just like we're singing cover songs here at the craft fair or whatever, and there was a dog there, and she just wanted to pet the dog. And she was singing the thong song, but changing thong to dog.
Dog to dog, dog, dog.
Yeah.
Let me pet that dog.
Yes, and
it just rewrites itself.
Yeah, and she like lyrics and all, just in time singing about petting and then this dog is there.
That's amazing.
Like, it was great. It was. You could tell your mom that joke.
Yeah,
or your grandmother. Anyways, we're here to talk about Two Tunes.
Yeah. So you're talking about Duran Duran.
I'm talking about Duran Duran.
Known for many, many hit songs
in the 80s.
And then you chose this song.
Yes, I did. This is not, I would say it's a hit. It might be like one of their last hits.
I did recognize it eventually, like when they got to singing the word, like the title. Yeah. Then I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. No, so like, this is the time period where I was buying CDs.
Okay.
For those at home, those are compact discs. They're little pieces of plastic with digital information printed into them.
What year did this one come out?
92, 93?
Okay.
It's before I heard of Nirvana, but Nirvana had already come out.
Okay.
Let me go to the Wikipedia.
Okay.
We'll just go to discography. 93.
Okay.
So like, Nevermind changed the world already, but I didn't know about it. And In Utero was about to come out, or if it might have already been out.
And meanwhile, little Bosif, it's like, I want to get a Duran Duran CD.
Yeah. No, like, so I think this was the first single.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. It was the second single. Ordinary World was the first single that came out in December 92. And then this came out in March of 93. So I think it's before In Utero came out, because I think In Utero came out in September.
Okay.
I don't know, though. Anyways, I like, do you know the effect chorus? Like the pedal?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. So like, think of Come As You Are by Nirvana.
Sure.
That effect that's on the guitar at the beginning, that's chorus.
Okay.
It kind of makes things sound watery. This also has that at the beginning, like on the guitar. so it's chorus effect.
Okay.
I really dig this song. This album was my first Duran Duran that I listened to, and I'm like, I really like Duran Duran.
Yeah.
Even though they were much bigger 10 years earlier.
Right. Yeah.
With Girls on Film and Hungry Like a Wolf. Is it Hungry Like a Wolf or Hungry Like the Wolf?
I think it's Hungry Like the Wolf.
Okay. And what else? You said Notorious. Which was earlier in their career as well.
Well, it's their Rio's, their one big album, right?
Rio.
Yeah.
Rio came out in what is that, 82? So I was a year old.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even a year old when it came out, and it's got that artwork from the people at the hair salon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then Notorious came out in 86, the album, and it's got them all dressed up like what's the guy from Empire Records? The Manning. What's his first
Rex
name?
Manning.
Yeah, they're all dressed up like Rex Manning.
Okay.
Anyways, so this is Duran Duran, the album Duran Duran, but the second Duran Duran, not the first Duran Duran.
Right.
So also commonly known as the wedding album.
Okay.
Because there are wedding pictures on the cover of it.
Mm.
So yeah, this is like the first real deep dive into them, not just being like, it's on the radio. I kind of know that song.
Yeah.
So yeah, this song is called Come Undone. It's got watery goodness at the beginning. Makes it watery? Yeah?
Yeah. Like it's underwater.
Yeah.
There's several moments in this that remind me of other songs.
Yeah?
That's one of them, like where the drum part comes in and like reminds me of, I don't know what they are, but it reminds me of other songs.
Okay. I like those connections. I kind of wish we had a segment where it was like, this sounds like this. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll do that.
Immaculate tree, made breath and skin. I've been waiting for your sign with a home tattoo. Happy birthday to you. Was created for you.
Harmony. That's a hook. What would that section be called? Like
I don't know. It's funny because I was thinking that because in my Theory 1 class we're doing form analysis of pop songs right now, and like I was thinking what would they call that?
Because this isn't like the chorus.
Yeah.
And like this might be the pre-chorus.
Yeah.
So maybe that's leading into the pre-chorus.
Yeah. Pre-chorus.
Stay wilder than the wind and blow me into clouds.
This is the chorus. Maybe. It doesn't really have like a powerful chorus though. It's just kind of like, let's sit down.
That's the part of the song where they say the name of the song.
Who do you need? Who do you love? When you come undone.
You're halfway through the song, and it doesn't really feel like much has changed. Because it hasn't. They're playing in October at PPL Stadium Center, where the Flyers play, which is in Allentown.
Where the Lehigh Valley Phantoms play. The Flyers affiliate.
Oh, there you go. I saw, when I looked up the venue, it like had a Flyers.
Yeah. Because the Phantoms play there.
Is it the same kind of logo?
Sort of. It's got, like the wing thing on the back of the Flyer thing. Think like two of those on a face. Like one on either side of the face. That's the Phantoms logo.
To stay blind to the hope and fear outside. Hey child, stay wilder than the wind and blow me into clouds.
Stay wilder than the wind and blow me into crime.
Is that what he really says?
That is what he's saying.
Wow.
According to Apple Music. When lyrics didn't need to be direct. Cannot forgive from falling apart. I think these are wrong.
Yeah.
And your favorite part is that it fades out.
Stay wilder than the wind and blow me into cry.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sounds more sense. Makes more sense.
Slightly.
Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense, like, obviously, but that's what I hear. I hear cry, not
gotcha.
crime.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
It's an oldie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go
my
listen to that
childhood.
more, but
I would. I really like, so there's like a couple songs off this record that I'm like, those are hit, and they're mainly the hits, right?
Uh-huh.
Or like if you go to the 80s and you're listening to Rio and you're listening to Hungry Like the Wolf and all the Girls on Film and stuff, you're just like, oh, this is 80s.
Yeah.
This doesn't really feel like 80s because it's not, it's 90s. But I think it's like the last kind of like, we're trying to hold on.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But I liked this song at the time. It was cool. It had a cool video too.
There's a playlist of just covers
of
on
it.
Spotify. Yeah.
Nice. I want to listen to that. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, because I listen to usually the playlist that I make of our episodes before we record them. So I'll just like listen straight through. And I was thinking while this was playing, I'm like, this like, so now like kind of karaoke type things of like, what could I sing? I think I could sing a lot of Tom Petty. Like I think he sits in my range well, or I fit into his range would be more. And this one, it's a little high for me. And I definitely can't do the female part, which if you lower it an octave is actually lower than the main line. Anyways, but notes wise. Yeah. So I don't know. I dig it.
I feel like a spoken word like William Shatner.
No, I would
blow
not do
me
that.
into cry.
No, I want to sing these songs and then like also play every single instrument.
Yeah.
So come undone, Duran Duran from England.
There you go. I often think about, I'm like, I wish this song was karaoke because I would totally sing this song.
We can do that now.
Like, I don't want to go through the hassle of.
Okay, can you play
of
this
like
tape?
no of like covering, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it was also a thing like I would do as a cover, but I'm like, I could just go to karaoke and do it.
Yeah.
And not have to.
Well, now with Logic, it has the stem splitter bit built in. You can just take out the vocals.
Yeah, but who am I gonna get? I'm gonna walk into the karaoke place and go, here,
Like, here, play my
here's
tape.
my jump drive. Can you hop this? Can you pop this in?
They probably could.
Although the one karaoke thing I went to the most recently, which is like months ago, they just pull everything up on YouTube
and type in karaoke.
Yeah. Because
That
like
makes sense.
I sang a couple songs and I was just looking at the YouTube video.
Yeah.
So I mean, it totally makes sense, and you don't have to have like a whole library of things and whatever. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, do the thing.
I was listening to Me First and the Gimme Gimmes last night because I saw Cabaret, the musical. I'll talk about that more next week. And they do a cover of the song Cabaret.
Yeah.
Which, okay, so two things. One, on Spotify, it is spelled wrong.
Okay.
Instead of Cab-a-ray, like with an A in the middle, they put an E. But I'm also pretty sure on the original CD, because I know that song is Steppin' Out.
Yeah.
And the reason I know it as Steppin' Out is because that's what they had it listed as on the CD.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, interesting. They sing this whole thing about Cabaret, but I guess the song's called Steppin' Out, but it's just from the show Cabaret because I'd never seen it or didn't really know much about it. And no, the song's called Cabaret. So they've fixed that, but they have it spelled wrong. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I should have brought this up earlier. I saw Silverstein.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
I don't know any Silverstein songs.
Same. Yeah.
But they played really, really well. And the opening two bands, Crush and Reverie.
Okay.
I think I didn't really get the names, and it was
Mhm.
kind of like hard to see like what the names were. But all great. It was a great show.
Sweet.
Silverstein like really good, and I'm like,
Where
why?
was this?
This is at Love Drafts.
The one on the West Shore?
Yeah. Have you ever been to the
I've never
one?
been to either one.
Okay, so the one that's
The one in Harrisburg is small, right?
yeah, it's smaller than this room.
Okay.
I've never been inside, but I've seen pictures of the
Yeah.
stage. Like the stage is really small.
Yeah. Well, I've seen like, because they do karaoke on like Mondays or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And I've seen like, the stage does not seem big.
No, and it was sold out. It was great. It was a great time.
Cool.
I really dug it. And
Are you going to see Hawthorne Heights
no,
this week? I really want to see Cartel and I really want to see Emery, but that's it.
I
from
want to
that
see.
lineup.
From that, I don't know any of those bands. I mean, I know those bands, but I don't like know their songs.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't be like, oh, that's them. I probably know a Hawthorne Heights song
You know, Ohio is for Lovers.
if I heard it.
That's
like
the song. That's
I
the
know
song.
yeah, I know it's the song, and I know the song title name, but I couldn't be like, all right, now sing it.
the, I couldn't either. Yeah.
But if I heard it, I'm like, oh yeah, and then I might be able to sing along,
Mhm.
or at least like the melody. They yeah, Silverstein, really good. How many members are there?
Mm.
It's 2 guitars, bass, Shane on vocals, and then the drummer. The drummer's really good, like really good. Like it doesn't look like he's like really trying, and he's
Mhm.
like playing stuff. And that's my opinion of like a real good drummer is like you're playing complex things, but it doesn't look like you're trying at all.
Yeah.
Just like I know how to hit these things in time.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this thing. Okay, cool. I will go see them again if they ever come back to this area. But the Hawthorne Heights show that we just talked about,
Mhm.
if I go to a show that day, I'm probably gonna go to Philly and see the Suicide Machines.
Oh, yeah.
With Kill Lincoln, another band that's the main tour is those three, and then apparently on that day, Big D and the Kids Table, and then another band is playing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like Big D and the Kids Table.
And you could be my plus
They're
one.
fun. I know. I'm already going to see Sierra Hall that night.
Yeah. So, but I don't know if I can because like the next day I have to like be up at 7 a.m.
Mm.
to go to sit in a tent all day.
Yeah.
So
Be a sleepy bow.
it really will. That's what this whole weekend was. I was like falling asleep on Friday being like, do I really want to go to the show? And I'm glad I went. And then on Saturday I had a lesson and I was like, oh, one lesson. They didn't even show up. And then I went to bed at like 6. I was just like slept until this morning at like 6.
Nice.
Yeah, great times.
Yeah.
So you also have a band.
I do. So this group I just found out about yesterday. And I listened to them and I'm like, oh, I like them. Called Everything in Waves. And I saw the reason I saw them was on an Instagram post that I could not remember who posted it. It was a record label, that much I knew. Because they were sharing, they're like, oh, like I don't know, it was 4 years ago or something, or 3 years ago, like this Everything in Waves released something. I should just find the post. But it's Deep Elm Records. Are you familiar with Deep Elm Records?
I am. Why am I though? What else they have?
So they did the Emo Diaries thing, if you're familiar with that. They've been around since 95. It is also the record label that their name just went right out of my head. That the Appleseed cast is on, and maybe they might even run the label. Not totally sure. Probably should have done a little bit of research. And I'm trying to pull up their website right now, and it is just not working. But
I got it up.
You got it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so they were posting about actually this EP that I'm sharing from, that it was 4 years ago that it came out. Although, is that right? For some reason I thought it was like from a different time, but no, it was 4 years ago. So I was like, oh, let me check this out. And I really, really enjoyed it. And so Everything in Waves is Anthony Del Plato. Sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. It's just him. To me, it kind of reminded me of like indie emo meets like the Postal Service. That kind of makes sense, like with the electronic stuff that he uses.
Okay.
Kind of had like that vibe to it. And some of it has more electronics than like the song I'm playing. Doesn't have quite as much, but yeah, I really dug it. And it says 4 years, but I think for some reason this says it's like from 2021.
So I'm looking at the list, and I don't recognize any of the bands.
Any of the bands from Deep Elm?
Yeah, so.
Read some names.
Oh my God. Lights in Motion. Floating in Space. U-137. The Appleseed Cast, which sounds like a podcast.
Appleseed Cast. Well, that's the band I mentioned.
Yeah.
They're the ones that I know it from. Oh, Branston, who we had on the podcast. Or Branson. Sorry, I say their name wrong.
No, there's a T.
Yeah, but it's not where I want it to be.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But they're on there as well. Yeah, I think the Emo Diaries is probably the thing that like got through the most. Like just to the general public.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Goonies Never Say Die.
Never Say Die.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what I know about Everything in Waves. And then the song Disassociation, he says it describes a severe anxiety that he endured as a result of a toxic partnership that he had. He was completely losing touch with reality. I'd often have someone screaming in my face, yet nothing around me felt real anymore. The song's lyrics explain exactly how I felt in that moment and how I dealt with it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Shall we listen to Disassociation?
Yes. What is that? Why does that exist in this song? Is it the end of the previous song?
No, I don't think so. I do remember when I listened, because I listened through to the EP.
Yeah.
It might be like
the end of
the previous kind of thing. Yeah. Because, like I said, more like this song does have like a little bit of like electronic stuff in it, but some of the other tracks have even more. No, it's there. It's in there.
It is there. But it's like it's just a couple notes.
Yeah.
And then not for a little bit more time.
Yeah.
The same every time. Disassociation and on and off.
I forget where the part is, so I'm gonna try to preface it before it happens. Is like where there's like it's tappy part, and it goes from like the left, the right, the left again, and I'm like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So listen for it.
Right there.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hoping it's done. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm hoping that it's if there's two guitar parts, and it's actually the two guitar parts, and not just like, well, we'll have this one person.
Quick pan.
Quick pan.
When I was first listening, I think the first track I listened to on this EP, I was like, oh yeah, this is giving me Postal Service meets like Into It Over It, if you're familiar with them. I don't know if I brought them to the podcast yet.
I don't know.
It's just like, yeah, that emo sensibility and like other things, and then like with the electronic stuff mixed in. I really dig it. He's only got the one EP and an album.
Yeah.
And then like a handful of singles.
Is it just
and stuff.
him?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There you go, again and again and again and again, and then you go again.
They're from Buffalo.
Yeah.
Or he's from Buffalo.
Yeah, because like the Instagram account is like his Instagram account.
And on and off again.
It looks like three things. So fading out, colors return, and echoes.
It's on and off again. Disassociation. Again, on and off again.
Colors Return is a single, and then everything Echoes is the album, and then this Fading Out is the EP.
Gotcha. Stuff. There we go.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I dig it. I want to listen to that EP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good. And then I want to go back. I want to go listen to the album.
And then that quick pan thing, since it's not a band,
mm-hmm.
and it's just him.
Mm-hmm.
It was totally,
as far as I know, like it just seems to be pretty much just him.
It probably is just like he played the ticka-dun.
Yeah, there's
and then
setup.
panded. Looks like my setup.
Yeah, yeah. His Instagram, because I like just started following him, it's pretty sparse. So like January 21st, post like new year, new gear, and hopefully some new songs. And then also in July, unfortunately, his cat passed away. So R.I.P. Henry. But then like previous post was like May 2023. So yeah, it'd be cool to hear some new stuff. I like what there is or what I've heard so far. So yeah, I'm into it.
It's cool.
Like when I find new stuff.
Yeah. If you at home have ideas of songs that we should listen to, we got a couple Instagram messages recently of.
I saw it's weird because like we both get the Instagram thing.
Yeah.
And so like if you just see it first, I don't really see it.
Yeah, I know.
And so like I did get a notification that was definitely a response from you or from them or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You should go into the notes or into the text or the message thing every once in a while and just read through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 people sent us stuff. They're pretty cool. I don't know if they're gonna be on the pod, but definitely send it to us. Definitely, we'll listen to it.
Yeah, and by the way, if you do,
one.
and like we don't put it on, it's not because we don't like it necessarily, but like it's got to grab us in a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I can be like, oh, that's cool, and then like that's it. It's
super. It just There's no rhyme or reason as to why we have these things on. Sometimes it's just like I need to pick a song, and let me go back to 1983.
Yeah,
or 93. And then I would like to do you guys at home for listening to this. Thank you very much again. Like, subscribe, crush that, all the buttons. Give us a theme, and you could do that in
theme in a while.
You could do that in the Discord. Just tell us what theme you'd like for us to figure out songs to. Yeah, because I like to have puzzles. You make the puzzle.
We should open a bar and call it Puzzles.
Doesn't that already like exist? What is this from?
Dude, we should totally open a bar and we'll call it Puzzles.
Oh my, I forget.
And then
what is
people
this from?
and then people go, why is it called Puzzles? And we're like, that's the puzzle.
All right, so we will see you next week with 2 more tunes.
Yep. Bye.